She is a USA Today best-selling author who tells stories to stir your heart. Priscilla Oliveras brings her authenticity and Puerto Rican Mexican heritage to the page with her romantic fiction. I first of all loved all her covers. I went on your website and I was like, oh, these are gorgeous.
Oh.
I'm so excited to meet you and have you join us today for Author's Note. Welcome.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to chat. I'm excited.
So we're heading towards Valentine's Day, and romance is your specialty. That's why, like, when we saw you're like, oh, we got to get her on this week. And when we say romance, people think it's this broad thing, but it's really specific. Romance readers want specific things. And my producer and I, she's like, oh, this one has this. And we were talking about romantic tropes, and some people don't realize what that is, but you really make it pretty clear. Like, each book has a specific kind of trope. Could you explain that a little bit?
Sure. Well, so tropes, similar to like within the romance genre, avid romance readers have really strong expectations. I will say, first of all, a romance by definition must have at the end a happily ever after, or at least what we call also a happily for now. The couple is committed, right? If you're writing a young adult romance, they're kids, maybe they're at the end, they're just going to prom or they've decided to date, right? So that's a happily for now. But across the genre, we have tropes are like plot ideas or situations.
Like a meet cute. Like, I want to have this kind of scenario happen, or I feel like people say, oh, I don't know what that is. Like, no, you know what you like. And with these books, we can look and say, oh, this one is,
there they are, yes.
Yeah, that's the kind of story but within it, you bring your really unique background and special kind of perspective. Talk about kind of what you try to bring to all of your romances.
Sure. Well, so I write what we call kind of sweeter romances, kind of closed door. But as a Latina, my mom is Puerto Riqueña and my dad's Mexican American from San Antonio. So whereas, yes, I write rich emotional stories that have a lot of family dynamics. I'm not like saving the world. My characters are not like saving the world from a bomb. Really, they're just everyday people who could be your neighbors, some a little larger than life. I do have a series that it's an all-female mariachi band, and those two books are Shakespeare reimaginings. But one thing that is throughout my books is Latinidad. The family that the books center around, each of the series, is a Latino familia. So my hope is that if you're a Latina person, then you feel like you've kind of reconnected a little bit with our culture, and if you're not, that you come to appreciate the richness of the Latino culture that's kind of woven throughout. But at its heart, it is a romance. So if you're a romance reader or you're looking for a feel-good story, we like to say romance is the genre of hope, which these days we can kind of use a lot of. So if you're looking for that kind of story, I feel like the romance genre, and I'll say my books, that's what I strive to bring to my readers.
So looking at your catalog, you have a really lovely amount of books out there. I always want to ask people, though, if you're a new to us author, where would you recommend a romance reader start with your catalog?
Okay, so I'll say all of my books are standalone. So if you pick up any of them, you'll get the complete story. You'll be introduced to the whole family. If you're looking for a sweeter romance, my debut is His Perfect Partner. I live up in Brooklyn, so if you're cold and you want to get out of the cold, you want to beach read, then I would start with Island Affair. That book takes place in Key West. That series, my Keys to Love series, takes place. There you go. Island Affair is book one in that one.
So just real quick, too, what's your latest? What's your newest? So we make sure to...
My newest is Kiss Me, Catalina. That is my Shakespeare it's my reimagining of Taming of the Shrew, but set in the world of mariachi music.
I love that. All right. Now, and a lot of our viewers, I always want to make sure that they follow your favorite social media. And so yours is Instagram, right? You're on social media on Instagram a lot. So if we want to kind of keep up with you, it's Pris Oliveras, right? Okay, so definitely do that, because that's the best way to follow an author, so you know what their latest is and where they're going to be. Also, I want to tell everybody that you're a Tall Poppy. You're part of the Tall Poppies writer group, and that is on our little screen right now. If you scan that QR code, you can be connected to more wonderful women writers in all genres, but perfect your genre for that Valentine's Day. Thank you so much. It was so great to meet you and talk to you.
Nice meeting you too. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Galentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. I love that. All right.